Hello, and good Monday afternoon to everybody. I hope everybody had a good weekend. We are doing some sorting. I already started with a tray here, and starting on that, we've got a couple different views here. So we've got that, and we've got the downward looking at the tray, and we've got both. So we'll stick with this one for now, I think. Let's see. Let's move this over just a tad. Yeah, that works better. How's everybody doing today? Who's in the chat? I see a few people are online. Just give me a holler if you're watching. Let me know you're there, and we'll just sort for maybe an hour or so. Chit chat, hang out. You guys can tell me how bad the Bills were last night. I don't think they were bad. Josh Allen definitely came out a little nervous. Settled down before the second quarter, I think. And then coaching made some bad decisions, like going for 2 points. Because if they didn't go for 2 points, then they wouldn't have had to go for 2 points the second time. So that would have been 2 points they would have had. And then the Chiefs wouldn't have felt like they could go for 2 points on their try. So that's 3 point. That's a 3-point swing. It's a tie game at the end of the game. Why do they didn't learn from the Ravens? That's for sure. Sir Ice Cream Man Bricks and Figs. That's a name. Hi, working through a brick store file. Awesome. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Where are you from? Sir Ice Cream Man. That's I like that name. It's a mouthful though. It's a name. This is, I'm happy to report, the last category of the bulk that I sifted on my vlog. What was it? September, October. This is that Lego? This is the medium category, which should go pretty quick, even though it's because I can get through like one of these containers really fast. So compared to like the small category, which took me about a half an hour to get through a container like that. This takes me, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes, if that. So we'll get through a bunch of these today, I'm sure. But so I cracked open the medium category, emptied out the top bin, which was only partially full, and then I don't know, maybe did about a quarter of the second bin, which are all in these drawers down here. You can see a little bit right there. I have three of these Sterilite drawers full of that category, so I don't have to go in the other room and get some when I'm ready for more. So. If you joined, let me know you're here. Say hi in the chat. The chat while we're sorting some bulk. Don't be shy. Some of you are being shy. Had a pretty good weekend. Had 25 orders, which was great. I had 2 orders from the local Lego store, which they both came in on Sunday, and I just wanted to get them done and get them over to them as quickly as possible because they're not open Monday and Tuesday, nor are they open this week on Wednesday. So I would have held them till Thursday. So I saw them come in, and I instantly pulled them and brought them over. And the first time I did it twice because they did it 2 separate times during the day. The first time I did it, I brought it over within 15 minutes. They were pretty shocked. Happy about it, but pretty shocked. The second time they did it, I brought it. It was like we were heading out towards going out to the store. I said, "Hold on, let me fulfill this order real quick, and we can drop it off." So it was like one part for like one of their customers, and a set to. I think they bought the set just because the one part didn't meet the minimum buy, so they bought a set. So I was able to grab those two things like pretty quickly. Got it over to them, and the customer that they had ordered it for was just checking out. They hadn't left yet. So I walk in the door and get the owner is like, "Oh my gosh!" And I put it on the counter, and he's like, "Here." He grabs the part and he gives it to the customer. I go, "You're kidding me? The customer's still here? That's hilarious." So that was that made my day. I thought that was fun. Watching from Montana. Once I open my store, I definitely wish I had selected shorter name. Autofill comes in handy. And it's all about naming. Naming is hard when there's like 19,000 stores. So, yeah. And you can't copy them. Or you can't have a repeat name. Wow. It is windy here, and I can hear it out there blowing around. Oh, does this go in here? I think so. Got 15 categories that I'm sorting into. I've got little pictures of everything that needs to go in there, but there's some things that don't have pictures, and I've decided that which category they should go into, and then hopefully I remember next time I come across that part again. Sometimes I don't remember. I do it all over again. Some of these categories are almost ready to be washed. Other than that, I had a pretty good weekend. Football game was yesterday, which they didn't get the outcome we wanted. Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl is just not inspire anything to be watched. I don't know. A Bills Commanders game would have been amazing. Well, Bills and anybody would have been amazing. I think the Bills would have had a tough time with Philadelphia regardless if they went or not. But it was tough, that's for sure. But watching a Chiefs Eagles game, that's just, I don't know. I'm not gonna go making plans for that. That's for sure. Besides, it's on Fox, and I don't have any way to stream Fox, so would have had to figure that out if the Bills made it. Bills only played on Fox two times this year, so it was 2 times I had to figure out how to watch it. It's selling so many parts, so it's like I feel like I got to feed the beast here with sorting bulk. This is the start of the process of getting these parts into the store, and I needed to feed all those bins in the back wall there so I can get the next step of the process going. I do have a bin of Technic. I saw my parents this weekend, And there is a bin of Technic sorted and ready to get listed that I'll work on after this and for probably the next week or so. So there's Technic parts ready to go. Mom's working on sorting on plates and disassembling some friend sets that I purchased in bulk from the local Lego store. So those are starting the process. I uploaded a bunch of minifigure parts yesterday, which I sold some already, which is great. Great to see that. But yeah, I feel like I'm selling more than I'm uploading, and so it's, I guess, a good feeling. But then you get this dread in your stomach of, am I selling all the parts? Am I just going to stop selling after a while? So yeah, keep uploading. That's what you got to do, I guess. Yeah, we can get through like one of those buckets pretty quick. Get another one. But when you sift, there's 4 categories that come out of it. Large, which didn't have a lot. When I was able to, I just sorted that first. I got through that pretty quickly. And then I did the tiny, because there wasn't a lot in the tiny category. And, brittle brown, just broke it. There wasn't a lot in the tiny category, so I did that next. And then I did small, which took me a while. It took me a few weeks to do that. All 3 of the drawers underneath were full. Yeah, so that took me a while. And then this is the biggest category, but I think the parts are bigger. So I filled all 3 drawers below. I could probably fill all 3 drawers again, or at least 2 drawers, I'm assuming. And so that shouldn't take me too long. The parts are bigger, so they go through faster, as we're seeing here. So just got to keep on this every day. Do a little bit every now and then. I had 3 international orders today, which was a crazy high number. 1 to Canada and 2 to Australia. 1 Australian order placed an order for a Grievous head. That was it. And then the other one was for Cal Kestis, the Jedi Survivor minifigure from the Imperial Star Destroyer set. That was a good purchase, but that was all they purchased as well. I have that listed with the stand as well, so it's a little bit more money than just the minifigure by itself. I think that was the first one I sold too, since I listed it. So it was nice to see that go out the door. One of them go out the door. Big old hair. Selling most, let's see, probably a majority of the orders had poly bags that I just got in. We're going out the door too, so that was good to see. So like the new botanical poly bag, that one's been popular. So is the space mech. So the new classic, is it classic space? Their new space theme, which is part of the city, I believe. And they have a poly bag that is a mech with a minifigure in it. That one's pretty popular, as is the, what's the other one that's popular? Sonic, the new Sonic one, which is like a red bird. I don't know what it is. But that one seems to go pretty quick too, which is all good. I've been selling a lot more of the older CMFs. Not the newer ones. Maybe a little bit. Like one or two, but it's the older ones that are selling. Like series 24, 25, which is weird. Not complaining, it's just weird. Are they buying it now? I don't know. John Van Norman is in the house. Hello, working through minifigure accessories. I sorted about 150 pounds in the first few weeks of the month and am now working on listing minifigure parts. Well, congrats on getting through 150 pounds of bulk in a few weeks. That's impressive. I only do a little bit a day. I should do a little bit more than that a day, but I always have something to upload too. So I try to get at least 2 of these bins every day. That's my goal. If I can at least do that, at least I know I've moved something. Oh, come on. These tiles in bricks. Little 1x1 tiles. What do I got? Do I got anything? This propeller shaft. Usually I gotta go to screwdriver. Where is it? Right here. Little screwdriver for your eyeglass kit. Here we go. That popped out. I just threw a brick in the tiles like an idiot. John is my younger brother. I was able to process about 3 to 4 pounds an hour. I envy those who can do 10. Yeah, me too. Well, it all depends on, like, I could probably get through 3 or 4 or closer to 10 pounds with this size bulk versus, like, I don't know if you were here in the beginning, Joe, but we got through the small category on Friday, so this is the medium category, and these parts are a little bigger, and I'm able to get through like one of those bins probably about 10 minutes versus when I was doing it the small category, it was taking me about half an hour. So maybe it's all the size of the parts that matter. Yeah, there. I think the transportation category here is ready to get washed, so I'll have to bag that up after this. John is my younger brother. Did I call you John? Did I just breeze through that and read that quickly? Sorry about that. Man, those are tight. There we go. They got a Lego logo? Let me see. Looks like it does. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. I just looked at it quickly. I can't tell if that says Lego or not. Yeah, that's Lego. It says Lego. I don't think I've seen that part before. If it's not Lego, I'll find out when I go to try to list it. And when I was sifting, though, I was trying to like get everything disassembled or like put it to the side for my mother to disassemble. And I am still finding things to disassemble. Like Johnny 5. No disassemble. If you know that reference, you're old. Sorry to say. But you are old. You're a product of the 80s or 70s, 70s or 80s like I am. I'll just leave that. It says there are 16 people, but only 2 people are chatting. Come on, guys, say hi. Let me know you're here. Love to see that you're here. Ooh, and that works too. Barely. Keep that out. I don't want that going through the wash. That's a little bit too yellowed. $37 bricks. I just spent 2 hours sorting used Lego, but have to sleep now. Many greetings from Germany, and have a nice day, everyone. Well, thanks for at least jumping in. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Two hours of sorting. That's a pretty good amount of time. The other thing with this too is it's going to fill these bins faster with these bigger parts. Seemed like it took forever with the small category to fill the bin to get it to a wash state. So after like it fills in here, I'll wash it. I'll put it in one of the little mesh bags. I'll put it in I'll wash it in some just soap and hot water. Let it soak for a while. Agitate it a little bit by calling it names, and then I'll dry it out on my drying rack that I've shown in my vlogs. Probably leave it there overnight with the fan on it. Check it in the morning if it's dry. I'll put it in. Can you see? No. Right. Oh yeah, right there. These bins are right here. There's a bin for each category that associates with that. Once that bin's full, it's ready to go be downsorted some more and get listed and get ready for listing. Ooh, we got a bunch. We opened up the floodgates. David Torres says hi. Thanks for joining there, David. K Fung, we need to subscribe for a minute first before saying hi. Really? I thought I turned that off. I thought I said everybody could do that. Apologize. Taking stuff apart takes a toll on your hands for sure. Yeah, my mother loves doing it, so I just give it to her to do. So I'm thankful that she likes to do that. I gave her a whole bunch of stuff this weekend, and she was telling me yesterday how much she enjoys it. So, do you have any other interesting BrickLink order stories to share? Love the hat. Which one is this? The Star Wars? Oh yeah, I've got 2 of these. Both times I went to Disney in Orlando. First time I grabbed one, and then it got sort of beat up. And so next time I went, I grabbed another one. I think this is the newer one. This one's a little tighter. It doesn't fit as well as the first one. They used like an elastic hat band instead of just like a perfect fit hat like the first one I got. So I can only wear it for so long, and then it hurts my head. I gotta switch. So literally right before the live, I put it on, put my microphone on. Which I really like these little lapel microphones. They work well for being mobile. Then if I'm stuck at my desk, I can use my my big expensive mic. This is a big. Oh yeah, here. Trader Bricks is in the house. Hello. Texas here too. Dean Smith. I'm in South Carolina working on sorting a lot of Lego, 50 plus sets and some bulk. Have to have a Hurricane Helen. Have to, as Hurricane Helen took out 12 of my sets. Oof, that sucks. And you don't hear about that anymore. I was thinking about that with the fires. Like, you don't hear about North Carolina, South Carolina, and the floods from the hurricane hardly anymore. It's like we've moved on to the next disaster, which so I guess that's our short attention span. All right, another bin. I think this is like fourth or fifth bin I've done since I started sorting before. I went live. I think I did 2 before I turned the cameras on. And this is what, number 3 since I turned the cameras on. You guys see the new announcement, or is it still leaks of the new Star Wars helmet that's coming out, which is the AT-AT driver, and it looks amazing. I can't wait to get it. March 1st it's supposed to come out. Sounds like a great set to get for the helmet collection, which I have them all except for the TIE Fighter helmet, but I am working. Actually, where is that? I'm working on collecting parts right now for that. So I've got all of the hard ones to get. It's just the basic ones I gotta get now. So I've got the dishes. I've got all of the stickered parts. I've got the plate, the plate for it. I just need the basic parts. So anytime I place orders, I'll figure out what I need and add that to the orders that I make. Back to the question. Any good BrickLink stories to tell? Let's see. I had a buyer this weekend placed an order, I think on Saturday, and then placed an order on Sunday and requested for a combined shipping. It's not really a great story, but they were so separated out. I had to keep that really in check. I'm glad I went through all my orders and I saw the comment, so I knew it was there. Otherwise, I might have missed it and just sent them two packages. I had a. Did I tell the story about the customer that wanted overnight, and so sort of a little bent over backwards and set up a shipping method so that I could send out a quote for that, and overnight this was during the day the USPS shut down for President Carter's funeral. So the night before, they're like, I need this overnighted, and I'm like, you do realize USPS is closed, right? So it was going to be UPS only. So I got the shipping method set up. 6 hours later, they placed the order. Didn't ask for a quote, just placed the order. So I had to put in the shipping and then invoice them. And so they had placed the order at 3 in the morning. So I wasn't expecting them to turn that around right away in the beginning of the morning. So come around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the customer starts freaking out on me because I hadn't sent the order yet. And they're insisting that they paid already, or that they paid me twice because they just sent the payment. And I'm like, let me get this to UPS, which I'd already called, and I had till like 5 o'clock to get it there to be on, to make next day air, and so I had time. So I went over, I dropped it off, came back, checked. They hadn't given me, hadn't paid for it, regardless. So the order shipped, and I was keeping an eye on it. And the customer's pretty much freaking out. Like, I really need this. Let me know if you can't do that. I'll have to find another seller that can get it to me. And I'm like, I got it there on time. It should be there. Now, this is also the time when like that big freeze went through the Midwest, right? And when Kentucky was like under ice and all this, they were struggling. They were having a hard time. Where does the flight go from Rochester? Louisville, Kentucky. Never made it next day. It was 4 days later. It was like the Monday morning that it finally got delivered. So I complained I went to UPS and complained, but I didn't buy the label through UPS. So I bought it through Pirate Ship, and they gave me a credit back, which was good. So I was able to at least refund the customer the shipping cost, because I thought that was the right thing to do. So, but I never heard from the customer like they were happy or mad or anything. It was just radio silent after that first day. So who knows how that goes. Never told us the overnight shipping order. So there you go. Placed a 17 items 700 lot order, was packaged with 10 bags. 17K. 17,000 item order, 700 lots. Yeah, the customer paid for the order. I think it was so late at night, and they were really frazzled, right? Like they were doing a commission work that they probably needed for Saturday or something. And I mean, it was only like $40 worth of parts. But I think they placed the order so late that, like, how sometimes customers who place an order that requires an invoice, they just don't understand what happened. I think that's what happened there. They placed the order, they thought they paid. In reality, they hadn't. They just placed the order. It was the only way I could get a quote for the overnight shipping, though. So now if you go to place an order in my store, you'll see overnight shipping as an option. Hopefully nobody's used it since, so thank God. Or they'll get a surprise of $40 for shipping. Oh, there's another story. I was shopping around this weekend for parts, and I went to a store, had good prices, and I filled my cart. And then I went, obviously I filled my cart because I can do it quick and easy. I don't like do one at a time. And I went to check out, and the shipping was $31. I was like, what? $31? It's not $31 worth of shipping stuff here. And so I went to their terms. They start shipping at $10, and then they add so much percentage based on your order total onto the shipping, plus add $1 fee for handling. And I was like, holy crap. It was like instant remove everything from the cart and add that store to dislike. That went to the wrong place. I need a drink of water, so let me go grab a water. I'll be right back. All right, you can still hear me. Not like cold water. Which I've learned through travel that some countries don't like cold water. Australia being one of them, they like serve their water room temperature with no ice, which I was like, when I go to restaurants, I'm like, can I have ice in my water, please? Probably gives me away that I'm not Australian. The other thing with Australia that caught me off guard is, Australia being a former British colony, or is a still British colony, and so they drive on the wrong side of the road, as we say, as they say they would drive on the right side of the road. Anyways, so they drive on the opposite side of the road as I would drive, and so I'm walking down the sidewalk, and I'm having a hard time. I'm like running into people left and right. And it took me about a day, first time I was ever there, a day to realize that they also walk on the opposite side of the sidewalk as we would here in the States. Like we would walk on the right side of the sidewalk, just like we would drive. Well, in Australia, they would walk on the left side of the sidewalk. And so I was walking on the right side of the sidewalk, basically running straight into people. People probably thought I was rude and inconsiderate, but I was just ignorant of not knowing what I was supposed to do, and realized later that I needed to be on the other side of the sidewalk. Cultures. The fun things you learn. I remember being in England, and first time being in a car. England was the first time I ever experienced the opposite side driving, and my head can't wrap my head around it. Like which lane you need to be in to turn, and which lane you turn into. It just, I couldn't do it. And then me and my coworkers, we rented a car because we had like a weekend off in Australia, and so we wanted to go to the Blue Mountains, which is like an hour east of Sydney. And we rented a car, so it's like two Americans and a European who also drives on the same side as we do, and we're trying to figure out everything. It was so funny. I sat in the back because I'm like, I'm not even gonna watch. And every time we had to turn, the guy that was driving would turn on the windshield wipers, because an American car, turn signals on the left, but when you're sitting on the right side of the car, the left side of the steering wheel is the windshield wipers instead of the turn signal. So it was comical. He got used to it very quickly, thankfully. What's your feelings on setting an average lot value in a BrickLink store? I mean, if you need it, I think as I'm getting bigger, I'm realizing the benefits of limits. For instance, like you can use the limits to slow down sales in your store, but still have them keep coming in case you're getting overwhelmed. So that's one mechanism for doing that, is adding a lot limit. I think another avenue there is minimum order value. So different ways to do that. You could increase your prices. That's a different way of slowing your store down. I don't understand stores that keep it on there all the time, though. That's, I don't know. Somebody's home. As a buyer, I find it annoying, but what are your feelings as a seller? Yeah, I agree with you too. As a buyer, that's annoying, because like that's a lot of math to try to figure out if you've got enough in your cart to bypass the that minimum lot value, where like if you just had like a minimum value in your store, that's easier to figure out. So yeah, I agree as a buyer, that's annoying. I have a minimum buy right now, but I don't have a minimum lot value or average lot value. My minimum is $4, and that's just because anything below $4 I've calculated to be not profitable. Like it actually cost me money below $4. Once you figure in like all the fees and the cost of shipping, material, that kind of stuff, your cost of goods sold. There's anything under $4, you're eating up all your profit, and it's actually costing you money, or at least me when I made my calculations on that. It is Lego, right? Yeah. I'm okay with minimum spend. I think it's fair for you to set a minimum to make a profit. Yeah. I mean, if you were to be a Brick Separator Society member, we do monthly seller chat, and Chris at Great Brick Lab and me and Ben from Beehive Bricks chat about ways to slow down orders. Sometimes it's beneficial to slow down orders, and there's a couple of different ways to do that. They talk about setting $20 minimum values just so that it's worth their time. If they're going to pull an order, they're going to, in their mind, they're going to make at least $20. And so that's why their minimum orders are $20. Ben, so that makes sense for Ben because he also works full time. So, he's got like a 1.5 million part store, so keeping it slow for him is more beneficial. And if he's going to pull an order, it should be worth it, right? So I can see the thinking there on that. For me, I'm full time doing this. As long as it's profitable. Small orders too for me are usually pretty quick. Like a $4, anything $4 to $5, $4 to $10 is like a 2-minute pull most times. That ain't legal. That ain't Lego. I'll keep the plate. I gotta sort through my garbage bin here. Can you see that? No. Right there. That's my garbage bin. But I want all the plates and the bricks out of it, so that this is a minifigure stand right here that I'm building with all of the damaged or fake Lego. And I just need bricks and plates for that, to do that. I started it. I don't know. I don't have a need for it, but might as well finish that one. I've got a blue one finished, and I'm working on a red one. My original idea was do like all of the original Lego colors. So blue, yellow, red, white, and black. And then, like, I was all into, at the time when I started that, I wanted to do conventions. So then they like upped the price, and now people don't seem to go as much. It doesn't seem worth it. At least that's what I'm hearing from others that go. My January. Hello, hello. I can see it now. I think you guys can hear me now. Thanks for letting me know. Appreciate it. Let me know if you guys can hear me. We're back. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. I wonder if it like automatically shut off. I've been have had it on for about an hour, so I might just have like an hour shut off. I've got 2 of these things, so like if the battery dies on this, I can. I switched mics. I switched mics to one that has full power, so we'll go with that one for a while. So that's good to know. Those things last about an hour, fully charged. And if you can let me know if we're good again, that'll be good. Back. Thank you. Kevin Clock. I don't think I've said hello. Yeah, your first, I think your first message was let me know that I've screwed up. Thanks for being a Brick Separator Society member. Appreciate it. Yeah, that other one, the battery must be dead on it. Actually, let me plug that in. Where should I put this one? That's a technical piece. Oh, plug it in, plug it in. There. Became a member a few days ago. You're welcome. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. hopefully you find some value in some of the content that's behind the paywall. Appreciate it. All right, let's do one more, I think. Wait, 4:30? Do one more of these, and we'll call it a stream after that. Then I'm going to do some listing after this, I think. Every time I look at the chat, I'm looking at the mic to make sure it's still picking me up. That's fine. What's the ratio between new and used parts most suitable for a BrickLink store? I don't know. For me right now, I did new for so long that my ratio is fairly lopsided towards new, and I've been working on used, which is takes me a lot longer to get up. So I try to, keep new at the same levels while trying to increase my used stuff. So to me, it's whatever sells. It could be all used minifigure parts. That might be all that you got in your store. I don't know. You just got to find what works for you. That's been my journey. Just constantly trying to figure it out. That the wrong one. I love it when like the part's still in the air and you realize it's going in the wrong bin. It fell. It's like, no, I threw it in the wrong one. Martin says 50-50. Yeah, that works too. You can get it 50-50. I don't know if that's Lego or not. FP Toys. No, it doesn't look like a Lego. Wide selection is really the key. I agree with that. Although I do think some buyers prefer new. So just got to have a good selection in new, and then you can fill your variety with the used. That's the way I've been thinking about it lately. What can I get new that I can fill in my store quickly and then take my time doing bulk sorting and all that to fill in the variety gap? That's how I've been thinking about it. We probably got 1, 2, 3, 4. That one could probably wait. That one probably wait. We probably got like 4 bins that are ready for wash. Transportation, the round bricks, the rectangular bricks, and the Technic are probably ready to go now. The hinges and turntables and the tiles will probably be ready in a couple days. Again, it was in the air when I realized it was going in the wrong category. We're almost done here. Almost. A couple more parts. Then we'll bag up these categories. And then I'll take them up after the stream's done. And voila. Looks like it's missing the button piece. And it's also not Lego. So in the garbage it goes. That's also not Lego. Alright, let's get the bags. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so what we're going to do, so we got a mesh bag here. Each category that's ready to go in a mesh bag. You know what? I don't need the mobile camera anymore, so let's move that. All right, so there's one. Let's move Wharf. Get the round bricks in here. Get that closed. We'll get the regular bricks in here. And then the Technic. All right, let me get a bin. All right, so I'll lay out each bag in here. Try to get it as flat as I can. There, it's ready to go. So I'll spray some Dawn dish soap in here, and then I'll fill it up so everything is covered. I'll put it to the side. It'll be warm water. Every now and then I'll just come around and agitate it. Probably be about an hour, 2 hours. What I do. And then I'll drain it all, which is very easy because I can just take these bags out and then put it on my rack. Put a fan on it, let it go overnight. In the morning, it's usually dry and good to go. So, what's the next? Yeah. So I think I'm going to call it there, and we're going to go and work on some uploading of Technic parts after I get this soaking. So in the meantime, I'll probably come back on Wednesday afternoon and do a brick store listing live, and then Friday I think I'm planning on pulling orders live Friday morning. So that's the live schedule for this week. So stay tuned, come on back, and thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Well, wait, this isn't the end of the video. There's more. We gotta tell them about the society. Joining the Brick Separator Society gets you access to secret society videos like how-to videos on how to run your business on BrickLink and Brick Owl and eBay, as well as Ask Ralph videos, and maybe our sales reports. You might see all of our numbers. Join today.